Welcome back, Gotham Metropolis and Emerald City. I am Scooter McGee. Xanadu, you guys are joining us on the World Wide Web, of course, at scootermcgee.com. Click watch the show and jump in the chat room and follow along as we violate some FCC and some Apple rules, I'm sure.
Steve Jobs will probably call tomorrow and bitch out Justin for something.
Let's close this door so Micah can go back to sleep. Joining us live in studio, I want you kids to go to the World Wide Web. It was great that the chatters actually did that. We actually found a broken link in there, so we're repairing that as we speak. The owner of SaveMyEye.com, SAVEMYI, just the letter I.com. His name is Chris Dodge, joining us in studio. All right, Chris, you got your laptop?
I do.
You've got the infamous desktop right now, and you're going to just talk us through what you're going to do and how long this is about to take.
Well, to unlock the iPhone, you have to get a program that I have, and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get the whole thing done.
Okay.
But what you'll do is I will install some software onto the phone.
Okay.
That'll install an application to where I can go in and get the unlock program onto your phone. And then I will restart the phone, and then your phone will be working for T-Mobile or any GSM network.
Okay, I don't know what a GSM network is.
A GSM,
how do listeners know if they even have one of those?
The way you can tell if you have a GSM network is if you have a SIM card that you have to use.
Okay, I know what a SIM card is.
Right.
All right, so it's the SIM card that talks, so it's not even the phone that talks to the tower, it's the card.
Right, the card receives the signal, the phone will communicate with that signal.
Okay.
So.
All right, so you've got the software now added to your laptop, and so we've got the phone plugged in, and what's it doing?
It'll install the software on your phone.
Okay.
It takes about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then once that is done, I'll have to reboot the phone, and then I will download the unlock software from your phone.
Okay.
And then reboot the phone after that installs. And
okay.
It should be...
And then we're done.
Right.
And T-Mobile going to be mad that I'm doing this?
They actually, from what I've seen, they have actually an iPhone tech support.
Okay. It's the first I've heard, but all right. I'm not real happy. T-Mobile sucks, actually, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so at that point now, presuming that you're able, and I'm going to give you full faith and confidence because I walk into bakeries and can't buy bread. So let's presume that this works. How is my life going to change? Because everybody's like, dude, you're going to love it, man. This is going to be awesome. You're going to do this, and this. And again, I see your and you don't know me, and I'm sure you think I'm a little nutcase, but I feel for your generation because your generation is scaring the crap out of me because you're and yet you're articulated, you're smart, and you know what's going on. But so many of your generation is just, they're stuck down like this. They got their two little thumbs and they're completely oblivious to the world around them. So I don't know if I'm afraid that that's what's going to happen to me. But I don't see this kind of technology so changing my life for the good. I've seen a lot of it for the bad. But I guess that's up to the user, I suppose. I don't know. You're shaking your head. That doesn't work on radio.
Right. What I like the iPhone is because it's like basically a laptop in your hands. It's small, it's portable, it's got a pretty good battery. It's got GPS in it.
And yet you're on a Mac right now. Why aren't you on an iPad?
Well, the iPad isn't exactly a full laptop. It doesn't have like USB connections, FireWire, which are needed to unlock an iPhone.
See if Damon's asleep. Sometimes.
No, he took his backpack with him. He's got one in here somewhere. I never knew that. So there aren't any ports.
Right. The only port on the iPad and iPhone is the 30-pin connector, which is used to sync the phone and charge it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about your company, SaveMyEye.com, while everything's loading up here on the phone. Your services that you offer, the range of which you can go, because I'm sure how far away are people calling you to do this?
I've had a guy call from Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, and he sent his phone out.
Okay.
Fixed it and sent it back to him. So.
Okay. He was desperate to get that phone back.
Right, and he kind of destroyed it. So,
okay.
But we got it fixed. So.
And again, you change out the screen. So what goes out first on these things?
Typically, it's the screen because people drop their iPhones.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
So That'll shatter, and then we replace that. That's actually our most popular repair.
The screen.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the screen?
The screen is $60, which includes the installation, the parts, and a 30-day warranty on workmanship and the part.
That doesn't seem bad. Okay. What's the next piece to go out?
Usually it would be the LCD. If you dropped it hard enough, the LCD will go out.
LCD's the light, liquid.
It
I know
is-
this LCD, liquid crystal display.
Right, liquid crystal display.
Okay.
And that is where you see the pictures. It's just the display.
So
of
the
phone.
screen's two parts:
Right.
the glass itself, and then the chemistry behind the illumination, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
How much is that?
That is a $65 repair, but if you get the LCD and the glass digitizer repaired at the same time, it is only $95.
Because typically you're going to want to do both at the same time. Or
Right.
if you crack a screen, did it damage your LCD?
If it didn't damage the LCD, you don't have to replace that.
Okay.
But if you do it at the same time, it's cheaper because the hours to install it are shorter because I'm taking apart the LCD anyways. to
Oh,
get into
you're
the
already
screen.
there.
So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What's next on it?
The next thing would probably be the battery.
Batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they get old or just lose power, they start to die.
Yeah, and I eat through batteries. So what's the battery switch?
The battery switch, the replacement of battery is $35 for the 3G and 3GS,
Okay.
and then it's $45 for the iPhone 4.
For the new 4 platform.
Yep.
Okay. And did we miss any screens? The display, the crystal, the batteries? What else did we miss there?
I didn't mention the iPhone 4 display. If you break that, it is a little more expensive because the digitizer and LCD are actually glued together.
They're one now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that is actually a little more expensive. It's $160 for that whole repair.
Okay.
And then let's see, the headphone jacks sometimes go out. If you drop it, sometimes the cable splits, and that replacement is actually $45.
Okay. All right. And again, on the World Wide Web, it's savemyeye.com. But you're gonna get. I don't think this is a smart idea that you do this, but you do mobile. You'll go to anywhere. You're like the Geek Squad, right?
Right. I go.
Okay. You're placing yourself in harm's way. There's nutcases who listen to this show.
Right.
Weld County District Attorneys, etc. Okay, so where again? Now the guy, you didn't drive obviously to Michigan. He flew his product to you. But up and down the Front Range, where are you going?
I typically meet in Loveland, Fort Collins area, and Greeley.
Okay. All right, the Tri-City area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. And if people are not like you and I, we are kind of, well, you're far more internet savvy than I am. But people, how can they get a hold of you terrestrially if they are not accessible to a computer?
Well, they can use their phone to call me. That number is 970-691-7953.
Give that 2 more times out while people go fumble for a pen and a legal pad.
All right. It is 970-691-7953. And it's 970-691-7953.
All right, Gotham, Metropolis, Emerald City, and Xanadu. We're going to take a very quick commercial break. And when we come back, in theory, the software will have been loaded. I think the first person we should call is Velvet to bitch her out. I'll discuss that in the second hour of the Scooter McGee Show. Language in the first is not good. Yeah, the Conspiracy Keepers, we found out today, will be disbanding as of 4th of July, 2011. Why you're applauding that is beyond me.
Yeah, so we'll call her. We'll call Velvet. That'll be fun. Or I'll yell at the kid for not getting this thing to work. One of the two. So find out what happens next on the Scooter McGee Show on News Talk 1310 KFKA.